Welcome students, welcome all the GATE 2025 aspirants and welcome to this revision through previous year questions. So yesterday we have revised almost all the important formulas for your GATE examination from transportation. So today we'll be revising the concepts, okay, through previous year questions. Some of the important previous year questions which have a very good probability of being asked or repeated this particular year. So we'll be solving around 35 questions, 34 to 35 questions, covering all the important topics of geometric design, yes, traffic engineering, and then pavement design, geometric design of track, because in railway only geometric design of track is there, yes. Then we will be covering your corrections of runway length and highway materials. Yesterday also we had solved many questions, if you remember, yes. Yesterday also when we were solving the questions of when revising, that time also we were solving many questions. So these questions are sort of addition to them, okay. And a very gentle reminder, so today's questions will be all previous year questions. PYQ means not today, means this session, yes, this session, and this session will be in English. Then there is another session coming up at 7 p.m. Yes, at 7 p.m. we will have another session, okay, 7 p.m. and at 7 p.m. the questions will be not PYQ, they will be original questions framed by me. So you can join this group for more updates, okay. Here I'll be sharing the links and some important extra additional things. You can always join. So let us start the today's session. So what we will do is that I will give you some time to solve the questions. Yes, you can solve and write down the answer in the comment section, okay. And if you know the answer also, then also you should solve, okay. Okay, so let us start. This is the first question from your stopping side distance. So read the question and kindly solve this question. So this is a question of your stopping side distance, okay, and they have asked you the distance required by the driver to bring the car to a safe stop lies in the range. So basically here they're asking you the braking distance, right? Here they're asking the braking distance. You see there is a concept of braking efficiency also, right? So we cannot use directly this F. So we have to find out the F developed from this braking efficiency, okay. And here reaction time is not required or required. Let us see. Some people already know the answer. They might have solved. It's a downward gradient given, okay, downward gradient, yes. So let us solve the question, okay. So some people have solved very good. They remember the answer, or they might have solved also very good. The formula goes like this, right? B square by 254, then F, here it is downward gradient, so minus 0.01 n, right? Now see here the F will be, what is the braking efficiency? The braking efficiency is 60%. So F will be 0.6 times of 0.7. So directly don't apply this 0.7. You have to apply the braking efficiency. So F I am getting 0.42. And design speed is given how much? Design speed is given as 60 km per hour, right? If I am finding this is 60 square divided by 254, right? Then F is this. So here actually it is not only braking distance, because you can see, but let's find out this value, then we will see 0.02. So this value how much you are getting? This value how much you are getting? Let me also calculate. It is 60 square divided by 254 further divided by 0.4. I'm getting 35.43. Yes, I'm getting 35.43, right? So this is not the braking distance they have asked. They have actually asked the SSD, right? Because after it, they have not written anywhere clearly, right? It will only written what? Observes a stopped vehicle on the car path at a distance of 130. And then he will decide and stop. So you have to take the leg distance also. So leg distance is how much? Leg distance is very easy, na? It is 5 by 18 into your 60 into t is 2.5 seconds given. So this we are getting how much? This we are getting 5 into 60 into 2.5 divided by 18. So this I am getting 41.67. If I add 41.67 plus 35.43, I'm getting approximately 77.1, right? So the SSD I am getting what? 77.1. Yes. So it lies the range 75 to 79. What is this 130 given? This is nothing. See, this is just to confuse. Okay, this is just to confuse. See, there is some obstacle. Yes. And the driver sees at 130 meter ahead of this. But doesn't mean that he will stop at 130 only, right? If he decides and applies the brake, he can stop before that also, na? Yes, so it can stop before that. So he stops at SSD, right? Yes. So this 130 have no significance. Yes. Next question. Next question is very easy. The earlier question was GATE 2024. To answer this, the reaction time is asked. You see here, the deceleration rate is given, right? The deceleration rate is given. The stopping side distance is given. Okay, design speed is given. You have to find out the perception reaction time, or reaction time, I can say T. Yes, solve this. Lag distance will be 5 by 18 into the design speed is 90 into reaction time T plus speed square divided by 254. Now see here, there is no gradient given. Now F I can find how? Deceleration rate is numerically equal to F into G, na? So F will be your deceleration rate divided by G, right? Now you can solve and tell me the answer. Okay, 2.02 you are getting, right? Now see here, F, first of all, F will be how much? Acceleration is 3.5 and deceleration by 9.81. So it will be 3.5 divided by 9.81. This I am getting 0.357 around, right? Yes. So from here I can solve, right? From here I can solve and find out, yes, and find out the reaction time T. Very simple question. If you know the formula properly and apply the formula properly, then we can easily solve. It is written to round to 2 decimal places. Well, round to 2 decimal place. Now this is an interesting question. This is the only question of overtaking side distance asked in the last 10 years. Okay. Okay. So please solve this question. So this was asked in 2018. So after 18, they have not asked a question on overtaking side distance. But that doesn't mean that they won't be asking you. So read the question carefully and answer. A car follows a slow moving truck traveling at speed of 10 on a 2-lane road, 2-lane, 2-way highway. Okay. The car reduces its speed to 10 and follows the truck, maintaining distance of 16 on finding a clear gap in the opposite stream. The car accelerates at an average rate of 4. So the spacing is given 16, speed is given 10, acceleration is given 4. Overtakes the truck and then returns to the original lane. When it returns to the original lane, the distance between the car and the truck is 16. Okay. The total distance covered by the car during this period. Which period they have written? From the time it leaves its lane and subsequently returns to its lane after overtaking. So this time is that capital T time, I think, right? See, here they have not asked overtaking side distance, na? See, here they have not asked the overtaking side distance. If you see, it is written like this, you see. This is the car. Yes, this is the car and this is the truck, right? So, during the overtaking operation, this car will leave its lane, overtake the truck and come back to original lane, right? This is the truck, right? Now car has reduced the speed to that of truck, so both are traveling at 10, 10. So I can say this speed is 10, truck speed is also 10, right? Obviously both will travel at same speed. So what is written, if you see, it is written that the distance traveled by the car in which time, this time they are talking about, when it leaves its lane and then come back to its original lane. So basically they have asked you D2, na? Yes. Basically they have asked what? D2 distance. Yes. So always they won't be asking you only overtaking side distance. So read the question carefully. And you see this spacing is given how much? 16 meter. And this spacing is also given 16 meter before and after overtaking, right? Yes. Now this distance will be how much? This V into capital time T, right? V into capital time T means this total time. Yes, and this capital time T, how we are finding? We are finding using the formula 4S by A, right? So this will be equal to root under 4S. Spacing is same, S, this is S. 4 into 16 by acceleration is given 4. So time is 4 seconds, right? Time is 4 seconds. So this distance will be how much? 10 into 4, this will be 40 meter. So this distance will be how much? 40 plus 16 plus 16, 72 meter. 72 meter. Okay. So always they won't be asking you the overtaking side distance. Read the question carefully. Suppose this question was overtaking side distance, then tell me what will be overtaking side distance. Okay, and here obviously this speed of car before overtaking is not given. Suppose I am writing a car, suppose I am writing here, initially traveling at 14 meter per second. Now give me the overtaking side distance. Suppose I am asking you now find out the overtaking side distance. Find out. Now find out the overtaking side distance. In the exam they didn't ask overtaking side distance, they asked only find out D2. But suppose I am asking you find out the overtaking side distance. Yes. What will be the overtaking side distance? See, it is given what? It is given two lane two-way highway. Now see, it is not meant two-lane two-way highway means it's undivided, right? Two-lane two-way highway means it's undivided, because we cannot have a two-lane divided, right? Yes, two-lane two-way means it is your undivided one. So undivided means the overtaking side distance will be equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3, right? Yes. Now D1 is what? D1 is that VB into small t, right? D2 is VB into capital T. But D3 is what? That is VC, which is indirectly VA, right? VA means the speed of the overtaking vehicle into time T, right? Yes. So here it will be, you see, This will be 10 into your 2 seconds. Reaction time is taken 2 seconds. Now this is, we have already got this, right? This was, sorry, VB into T plus 2S, sorry, plus 2S. Okay, so this we have already got how much? 72, right? This we have already got 72, right? Now this distance, this will be how much? Initially it was traveling at 14. That means the vehicle from coming from opposite direction also will be traveling at 14. So 14 into 4, that is equal to 56. So total will be how much? 20, 126, 128 and then 20, 148 meter. Yes, 148 meter. Because it was given what? It was given two-way. And two length 2A means it is undivided. Right? 2 length 2A means it undivided, right? Yes. Understood? But here they have not asked the overtaking side distance. If they would have asked, then you would have solved like this. Okay, next. Let us solve this question. So the 19 easy question. It is written that if the grade of the road is doubled, gradient is doubled means what? Plus G% to plus 2G%. Okay, plus G% to plus 2G%. Then what is the percentage change in braking distance? Okay, so very simple, I can say mathematics. Other parameters are same. Yes, other parameters are same. Very simple question. I'm not giving polls. Polls we will do in the 7 p.m. class. 7 p.m. class, there will be original new questions for you. So poll we will do in 7 p.m. This I don't want to do because this some students might be already solved the previous year, so it is easy. It's just like revision, so I don't want to give polls here. See, percentage change in braking distance. First, the braking distance will be how much? B square by 254. Okay, I'm writing F only here. F plus 0.01 G. Now afterwards it will be V square by 254. Other things are same. So F plus it will become 0.02 G na, because double gradient has become doubled. So this change compared to the original will be when it was G only. So 254 F plus 0.01 G. Now see here, this V square by 254 will get cancelled. Now when I take this up, so this will become F plus 0.01 G. So this will get cancelled. And here it will be F plus 0.01 G. So this becomes, you see, this becomes 1 minus F plus 0.01 G by F plus 0.02 G. This everything goes away. Okay, into 100, right? Into 100. Very simple, just you should know the expressions only. So this is equal to, you see, F plus 0.02 G minus F minus 0.01 G divided by F plus 0.02 G. So this F get cancelled. This I will get what? 0.01 G by F plus 0.02 G into 100. You see, this type of questions they are normally asked also. Okay, so you just need to know the formula and apply it properly, and you can always do this kind of questions. They are not tough. Okay, very good. Let us solve a question on grain compensation. 2017 question. Please solve this. Grade compensation is very having good probability of being asked in the examination. Yes. Arey, why so much time you are taking? Very easy, straightforward question. Yes, 1.5. See, what is grade compensation? Grade compensation is minimum of 30 plus R and 75 by R. You see, R is given 50 meter, right? So this will become, you see, 80 by 50, and this will become 75 by 50. As I told, minimum of these two. So minimum of these two will be this one. So I am getting 1.5%. Now I have told that always find out the compensated gradient once to check, right? Yes. Once you find out the grade compensation, always find out the compensated gradient to check. Now see, compensation gradient will be, initial gradient is given 6 and grade compensation I am getting 1.5. So I am getting how much? 4.5, which is greater than 4. So everything is fine. So this will be the answer. Okay. So always do a check. Okay. Here it was coming fine, but there might be a case where it is not coming fine. Okay. Next question is on length of transition curve. This is the only question asked in length of transition curve in the last 10 years. Anyhow, we have already solved questions yesterday on length of transition curve. More questions also will solve in the today's session in 7 p.m. Very straightforward question. Very easy question. Allowable jerk means what? From the unit only we can judge, right? Yes, meter per second cube. That means that is C, na? The rate of change of centrifugal acceleration. Yes, that is also called as jerk. So C is given 0.75 meter per second cube. Now see, V is already given in meter per second. And we know length of transition curve is what? Nothing but V cube by CR. So this will be 15 cube divided by C is 0.75. R is how much? R is 300, right? Yes. So we can solve this. Yes. Can we do without calculator? Let us see. See, such questions can be done without calculator also. It is 15 into 15. Now see, this will be 75 into 3, na? So you see, 15 is 225. This is all 225. That without calculator also we can solve 15 meter, right? Yes. Next question. Okay, this is on setback distance. This is the only question asked in GATE in last 10 years. No, it is not in 10 years also. This was the last time they asked a question on setback distance, 2012. This is before even I passed out. So in last, after 2012, they have not asked a question on setback distance. This was the last time they asked. But still, we teach, we learn, because that is part of syllabus. There is always a chance that they might repeat it. Like you see, this length of transition curve also was not asked for 10 years. But you see, 2023 they asked. So just because they are not asked doesn't mean that we will not study that. That is part of the syllabus. But yes, less asked, I can say. Setback distance and transition curve is less asked topic. So length is given, you see, side distance is given. Yes, is 80 meter or 180 meter? Feeling some doubt. This would be 180 meter. 80 meter is too less. Make it 180. Huh? I think 180 it is. 80 meter is too less of a side distance. Make it 180 and solve. Make it 180 and solve. I think it is 180. It should be 180. Still, length is more than S. It's a 2-lane road, right? Yes. So n is equal to 2. Radius is given. First, have to find out alpha by 2, 180 s by 2 pi r minus d, and d will be equal to n minus 1 into 1.75. So this is equal to n minus 1 is how much? 1 will be 1.75 only. So alpha by 2 will be 180 into 180 divided by 2 pi. R is 300 minus 1.75. Okay. Let me check. It is 80 meter or 180. If somebody has previous year book, let me check 1 second. I have the book. Let me just check once. Huh? It is 80 meter only. 80 meter, 80 meter. Okay. That was given very less then. Okay, we'll take 80 meter. 80 meter only. So I just thought it is printing mistake. No, it is not. So we'll take 80 meter. Now we can find out this alpha by 2 first, right? Let me find out alpha by 2. So 180 into 80 divided by 2 divided by pi, further divided by, so alpha by 2 are getting 7.68 degree, na, right? Now see, setback distance which we calculate, it will be r minus d cos alpha by 2. So if I take a cos of this, if I take a cos of this, it's very less value actually. See, you will be getting 4.425 you're getting, right? 4.425 meter you're getting, right? Yeah, 4.42 meter. Now see, from the formula which we get, yes, from the formula which we get, that is from the center line of the road. Okay. So if you see, this is a 2-lane road, na? Yes, this is a 2-lane road. Yes, 2-lane road, na? 2-lane road. See, this formula gives us the distance from the center of the road. Okay, it gives us from the center of the road. So this is 4.425. Okay, 4.425 meter. But they have asked from where? They have asked from center line of the inner lane. This is the inner lane. They have asked from here. So what you will do? We have to this distance they are asking, right? So see, one lane is here. They have given width of the pavement. They have also given how much? 7.5 they have given. Width of the pavement is also 7.5. So D also will vary. D also will vary. But slightly there will be slight variation. There will be slight variation. The overall answer will be same. But let us make it, more accurate. There will be slight variation, but let us make it more accurate. See, they have given width of the pavement is 7.5. So that means per lane width is how much? Per lane width will be 3.75, right? Per lane width will be 3.75. Yes. Now half of that will be how much? 1.875. So D will be equal to n minus 1. We used to take 3.5 by 2, na? Here we will take what? 3.75 divided by 2. So it will be very less variation will be there, but still let us find out. So it will be 1.875. Very less variation. Now give me the alpha by 2. Now give me the alpha by 2. Okay. Very less variation. 180 into 80 2 pi r minus d. Very less variation, but still I want to find out more accurately. Give me this alpha by 2 now. What is the new alpha by 2? Very slight variation will be there. Still find out this. Earlier we used to get 7 point something. We'll get 7 point something only. Same I am getting. Same, almost same. Same, almost I am getting. 684 something. 6844. Let me be more accurate. Yes. And M I will be getting R minus. So very slight variation. R minus D. So 298.125. Yes. And then cos 7.6844. So even if you take that 1.75 also, you'll get the same value, but still let us make it more accurate. So cos 7.6844 into 298.125 minus 300, all same value I am getting, minus 4.55 I am getting, na? 4.55, chalo, 23. Okay. So this is the setback distance. Okay. Now this is from the center of the road, 4.55. 4.5523 meter from the center of the road. Now from the inner lane means I have to subtract this one. This one will be how much? This one will be 3.75 divided by 2. That will be 1.875, right? I have to subtract this. So 4.5523 minus 1.875. How much you are getting now? Option was given, so it will fall in the same range, but I want to make it more accurate. So 4.5523 minus 1.875, almost 2.68. Almost same value, 2.68 meter. Okay. Okay. Now see, in the examination they might ask you from anywhere. Okay. In examination they might ask you from anywhere, so always use this formula first. Okay. Always use this formula. This is formula to give the setback distance from center of road. From center of road. Then rest thing you can solve by using the diagram, right? Rest thing you can do by the diagram. Suppose I am asking you setback distance. Setback distance from inner edge of road. Then what would have been the answer? From inner edge of road. Tell me. Setback distance from the inner edge of the road. What will be the answer? Tell me. If the question was find out the setback distance from inner edge of the road. Point 0.80 you will get, right? 0.80 you will get. How? See, from the inner edge means we are talking about this distance, right? This distance will be how much? This will be 4.5523 minus this much. That is how much? That is 3.75. So So approximately you will get what? Your equal to 0.8 meter. Approximately 0.8 meter. So very easy, always use this formula only, okay? Use this formula only, single formula, remember? Yes, use this formula. This is from center of road. Now if they ask you from anywhere else, that you can find out from the diagram, right? Okay, this was the only setback setback distance question in last 10 years, not 10 years, even before that. Okay, 2012 I was in 4th year. Okay, so this is question of your vertical curve and the question of VPC and VPI. Yesterday I explained concept of VPC and VPI. Solve this question. They have asked 2-3 questions on VPC and VPI in the last 5-6 years. So therefore we should solve this question. Now to find out this, to solve these questions of VPC, VPI, first we need to find out the length of the curve. Now they have given the length of the curve. The given length of the curve. Yes. Therefore it is one more question. Otherwise, if you are supposed to find out the length of the curve and then solve, then it would have become 2 more question, right? The ideal length is given and it's a summit curve, plus 5 plus gradient meets plus 3 gradient. This is a summit curve. Yes, something like this. This vertical distance, right? They have asked the vertical distance. You see, this is VPI, na? Height difference between VPC and VPI. So VPC, this is VPC and this is VPI, na? So this difference, yesterday also I have discussed this, okay? So this vertical distance, na? So very easy, yes, very easy. You see this horizontal distance will be L by 2, this slope is N1, so this is the vertical distance, right? And this vertical distance will be N1 into L by 2. So very easy, N1 is 0.5, yes, because it is 5% gradient meeting minus 3%. So this is vertical, this is 0.05, and length is already given to you, and therefore it was a 1 mark question, right? Because it was very straightforward. In the examination, if they want to make it lengthy, they might not give you the length of the curve. You have to find out the length of the curve and then solve. Okay. Next question. This is from extra widening. 2010. 2010. I was in 2nd year. Please solve. Very easy question. Design speed is given, km/h. Required widening, nothing is mentioned, means total widening. 2-lane road. This is the only good question of extra widening in GATE exam they have asked. Rest are very easy. Easy question. See, off tracking is given. Off tracking is L square by 2R, na? So this is given 0.096. So from here I am supposed to find out the radius. So radius will be equal to L square. Length of the wheel is given 6.6 square divided by 2 into 0.096. Remember that off tracking is not NL square by 2R. It is only L square by 2R, right? So when I am finding out this radius, first I have to find out the radius. So when I'm finding out the radius I am getting 226.875. Now see, the total extra widening will be, see, mechanical widening will be twice of off tracking, na? Yes, because two lengths. That we can directly find out here. Plus, the psychological one will be, V is how much? 80. So divide by 9.5 and then square root of this radius. So this was just given, this off tracking was given so that we can find out the radius. Yes. So this will be coming close to 0.75. So right answer is 0.75. Okay. Next question, the big question, 2017. Please read the question and solve this question. Okay. This was not a question of 2017. This is 2024 question. Okay. 24 or 2024, I think. Yes, 24 they asked, not 2017, misprint. Yeah, 24. Please solve this question. Very question, but easy question. Read the question carefully, okay? Read the question carefully, and it was 2, not 2, 1 mark, 2 marks. Proper. Think small, bigger. Now fine. So we have to find out length of summit curve. First, you have to find out the stopping side distance, right? Stopping side distance. Now you see the reaction time they have given is 2 seconds. So use these 2 seconds, okay? And coefficient of friction is given 0.36. Summit curve written only, plus 3% meets minus 5. Now when you're finding the stopping side distance, don't use the gradient because the gradient is changing. So I can say that somewhere it is plus, somewhere it is minus, so it will be balanced. So don't use the gradient. First you find out the stopping side distance. Then you see what they have done. They have changed the height of the driver's eye level and also the height of the obstacle. Yes. So we cannot use the formula ns square by 4.4. Yes. You have to use the original formula. Yes, you have to use the original formula. Let me first find out the side distance. This is 80. We first find out the side distance. So the SSD is equal to 5 by 18, 80 into 2. This is the SSD. Leg distance, braking distance will be 80 square by 254. F is 0.36. Okay. And it is not 2, not 2.5. Okay. So in exam, always read the question carefully. If nothing was given, then I would have taken 2.5, but it is mentioned 2, so we'll take 2. It is 44.44, and this is almost 70. So I'm getting this as 114.44 meter, right? Yes, I'm getting this as 104.44 meter. Now see, when I'm this was side distance, right? Now when I use the formula, assuming length is more than s, I'll find out length using this formula n s square. I cannot do 4.4 because that is for height of your 1.2 and 0.15. So this, now the change in gradient is 0.08. How? 5, 3 and minus 5. So 5 minus of minus 5 will be 8%, means 0.08. Then side distance I have got 114.44. Then root under, it is 2.3. So 2 times of this means 4.6. Then it is 0.3. So 0.6. Right? 0.3 na? 0.35 means 0.7. And then square of that. So this becomes, you see, 0.08, 114.44 divided by, I have to find out this value na. So let me find out. So square root of 4.6 is 2.145, let me take, and then square root of 0.7 is 0.837. So if I add and do a square, so 0.837 plus 2.145, 2.982, and then I take a square of that. It is almost 8.892, right? Yes, it is almost how much? 8.892. Yes. But as per the original assumptions, it is 4.4, but I cannot take here 4.4. That will be wrong. So 0.08, yes, I am getting 0.08 into 114.4 divided by 8.892, and then square also. I am getting 117.8. पागल है क्या? Are you mad, man, Nitin? I just told that the gradients will not be considered. Why you're telling 0.01 क्यों नहीं लिया? Huh? You take 0.01. 117 point. I'm getting how much? 117.8 I am getting, which is greater than the SSD. And you take 0.01, okay? You take 0.01 and tell me which one I will take. Plus 3% or minus 5%. You tell me then. You tell. I will take. I want to take this. Tell me which one I will take. Which one I will take? Tell me. Which one I will take? Tell me. Tell me which one I will take. Tell now which one I will take. Plus 3 or minus 5. I just told before solving. You take 0.08. You take 0.08 and solve. Okay. You take 0.08. Okay. Okay. Others can ignore this. Okay. Others can ignore. Okay. You take 0.08 and solve the question. Okay. You do what? You don't use this formula. Okay. Use this formula. V cube by 298 F plus 0.097 K cube by 1 plus E cube into ln S1 by S2. Use this formula and solve the question. Okay. Okay. Others who want to trust me, they can trust. Okay. You can use this formula and waste your time. Before solving the question, I told that ignore this gradient, because and you have not studied in summit curves. When we are finding SSD in summit curve, nobody taught you this. Nobody taught you. From where you learned, I don't know. You didn't learn that, you know, that if some part, when I'm taking here positive, here negative or whatever, okay, then what happens? Here some effect of positive will be there, here some effect of negative will be there, so overall effect will be nullified. Nobody taught you. Wastage of time. Exam is 10 days. Don't want to trust and क्यों नहीं लिया? You take 0.08 and solve. Don't listen to me. Okay. Now solve this question. You take 0.08. Take that formula v square by 254 f plus 0.01 n, and you take n as 0.08%. Then 0.08 you can take. Okay. You take that and solve the question. Don't listen to this. I am a fool. Okay, this is question of again compensated gradient. They have asked compensated gradient. So solve this easy question. %, easy question, very easy question. Okay. So here you see the grade compensation will be how much? It will be 30 plus the radius is given 100, very big. So 130 by r and 75 by r. So obviously minimum one will be this one. So the grade compensation is 0.75%. But when you find out the compensated gradient, it will be 4.5 minus 0.75, that is equal to 3.75%. Yes. So it is coming less than 4. So I have to make it 4. So answer is 4%. Very straightforward question. Okay. So most of the questions, important questions of your SSD I have covered. Okay. Now super elevation, I am not doing any questions because yesterday in super elevation I solved almost all the type of questions which can be asked in GATE. So if you want to see super elevation question, yesterday I have solved some 6 to 7 questions in super elevation. Those questions are important, so you can do that. Let us go to some traffic also. 2024 question, here they have asked to find out the upper speed limit. Okay, they have asked to find out the upper speed limit. You find out the upper speed limit, you also find out the design speed, and you also find out the 15 this lower speed limit also. Okay. Okay, in examination they have only given upper speed limit, but you find out others also. Okay, or everything you find out. Yesterday also we solved one question. Okay, yesterday also we solved one question, but again revision. Anyone previous question, I didn't find any good question. I didn't find any good question. So in the evening session when I will be solving the questions, my questions, I will be feeling good. Previous questions are very easy actually. GATE though is not asking good questions. They're fearful. Students will feel depressed. So they're not asking good questions. So these are the frequencies given, na? So you have to find out the cumulative frequency and then the percentiles. The frequencies are given here. You have to find out the cumulative frequency and then the percentile. Okay. Let me solve also. Percentile will be cumulative frequency. A total number is 500 into 100. Percentile will be 1.4. This will be 38 divided by 5. 7.6 114 divided by 5 22.8 243 divided by 5 48.6 347 divided by 5 69.4 425 divided by 5, this is 85 454 divided by 5 90.8 478 divided by 5 95.6 491 divided by 5 98.2 500 divided by 500. Yes, I set the paper, then topper will be getting 40 marks, but that people don't want. Only tough exam is IIT JEE. Other thing, gate is very easy actually. Gate questions are very easy. They are not asking tough questions. Otherwise, engineering students will go into depression. So to just not send engineering students to depression, they are taking care of the mental health of students. Okay. So if you have to see, when they are giving you range, when they are giving you range, so you have to take the average value. Okay. So see, they have asked to find out the upper speed limit. Upper speed limit is what? 85 percentile, right? And you see, they have framed the question in such a way that you see, they have framed the question such a way that exactly we are getting an 85 percentile here. Okay. So they have framed. Whatever Nutan Sinha, please show some doctor. Get yourself treated. Okay. See, directly 85 percentile I am getting, right? Yes. So the 85 percentile is the upper speed limit. So this is 55 kilometer per hour. Okay. This is 55 kilometer per hour, right? Yes. Now, therefore, see, they didn't even ask the question to you to interpolate. They are so easy. They're asking you so easy questions. Okay. So suppose I am asking you find out the design speed. So I have to interpolate. Okay. In the examination, they asked only the upper speed limit. Okay. But here you have to find out what? Suppose I am asking you find out design speed. So I have to interpolate between these two, right? So it will be something between 75 and 85. So if I interpolate, okay, it will be how much? You see, 75 and 85, na? 75 plus 85 minus 75 divided by 98.2 minus 95.6. 98.2 minus 95.6 into I have to find out 98 percentile. So 98 minus 95.6. How much are getting this? Tell me, design speed, how much are getting? .23. Okay. Now you find me, I am not solving. Okay. Just give me this lower speed limit. I am not solving. Okay. Just give me the lower speed limit. You only interpolate and give me the lower speed limit. Okay. Lower speed limit. I have to interpolate between this and this, na? Lower speed limit. How much between this and this? How much are getting lower speed limit? 19.86. Okay, I am taking your value. Okay. This is the 15th percentile speed. Okay, very good, very nice. Next, let us go to next question. Okay, the 24 2 marks question, easy question. Please solve this question. D, C, they've asked vehicle per hour per lane means what? I can take one lane only, means number of lanes I can take one. Yes, per lanes mean number of lanes I can take one, right? So here this is the free mean speed, BF is given, so I can find out kj. How I can find out kj? 1000 by spacing between the vehicles at jam condition, and number of lanes is anyhow 1 here, so it will be 1000 by, very easy question actually, 8, so I will be getting 125. So Qmax will be how much? Qmax will be, very easy question, very easy question. So Vf into kj by 4, right? So 15 into 125, so I am getting how much? Your 1875 vehicle per hour per lane, means for one lane, means lane number of lanes is 1. So D is the right answer. Very easy question. Next question. Next is good question. This is from Poisson distribution. Read the question carefully and solve this. This is a good question. This was a good question. See, cars and buses both are vehicles only, na? So car is 4 vehicles per hour and bus is 2 vehicles per hour. So if I am taking only vehicles rate, yes, if I am taking vehicle arrival rate, yes, that will include both car and bus. So it will be what? 4 and 2, that is equal to 6 vehicles per hour, right? That is equal to 6 vehicles per hour. Yes, that is 6 vehicles per hour. Now what is written here? The probability of observing at least 2 vehicles in 30 minutes. So at least 2 vehicles in 30 minutes. So I can say here your n is equal to at least 2. At least 2 means what? Probability of 2, probability of 3, probability of 4 and so on, right? Now this will be equal to 1 minus probability of 0 vehicles, yes, probability of 1 vehicle, right? Yes, yes. So at least 2 means what? See, total probability will be 1. Total probability is what? probability of 0 vehicles, probability of 1 vehicle, probability of 2 vehicles, and probability of 3 vehicles, and so on, right? So when they're asking you to find out the probability of at least 2 means this one. So this will be what? 1 minus probability of 0 and probability of 1, right? So I can find out this 1 minus. Now what is the probability equation? Lambda t to the power n e to the power minus lambda t by n factorial. Now see here lambda t will be how much? You see, lambda t will be, you see, lambda is the vehicle arrival rate. It is 6 vehicle per hour, right? So I can say it is 6 vehicle per hour, and t is how much? T here is 30 minutes, na? You see, t is 30 minutes, or I can say 0.5 hour. Yes, so into 0.5 hour, that makes it what? 3, right? So lambda t is 3. So when I'm finding the required probability, first I will find out for n is equal to 0. So 3 to the power 0 will be 1, and then e to the power minus 3 divided by 0 factorial will be 1 only. Then minus, here it will be what? Here it will be e to the power, sorry, lambda to the power 1. So 1 only. Then e to the power minus 3 divided by 1 factorial is 1 only. So this will be 1 minus 2 e to the power minus 3. Yes. This only you are getting? Probability of at least 2, na? Yes. All this. Value. I have not brought my calculator. This is taking mobile is very difficult to calculate. E to the power minus 3. Some mistake we have done. Where we have done the mistake? Where we have done the mistake? Let me check. Okay. Correct only. 6 vehicles per hour. Yes, correct, correct. Yes, yes. It is at least 2 or at least 3 vehicles. Lambda is equal to, here. We have written the correct. Lambda is 3, na? So it is, okay. Correct only. We have just not put the values correctly. So it is 1 minus probability of 0, 1 minus probability of 1. Okay. So this is the mistake we do when we skip the steps. So this is 1 minus. So 3 to the power 0 e to the power minus 3 divided by 0 factorial, then minus 3 to the power 1 e to the power minus 3 by 1 factorial. So never skip the steps. So this is 1 minus e to the power minus 3, and this is 3 to the power e to the power minus 3. So this is equal to 1 minus 4 e to the power minus 3. Now you will be getting the value of 0.8. Okay. Understood? Yes. Understood? Therefore, don't skip the steps. Don't skip the steps. I was trying to be over smart. Don't skip the steps. Okay. Next question. Now this is very good question. This was a good question asked in GATE. Okay. So what they have asked? The average headway. Average headway they have. I mean time headway they have asked. Time headway they have asked. time headway. We can find out the time headway by flow, na? Flow is 3600 by time headway. So if I find out the flow somehow, then I can find out this. Solve the question. And I didn't top IIT JEE. Otherwise, I would have not studied civil. If I would have topped civil, I have just cleared IIT JEE, not topped. No offense to civil engineers. Okay, 3 seconds, very easy question. Now here the confusion is, you see time mean speed is given and space mean speed is given, right? In traffic studies, always we use what? Your space mean speed. Okay, remember this yesterday also while we were revising, I told that, yes, yesterday also I told that whenever we are using in traffic studies, we use what? Space mean speed. We don't use the time mean speed. Okay, because the space mean speed gives more realistic data. So in this question, when I am finding flow is what? K into V. So here K is given 40, V will use this one. Okay, so this is 1200 vehicles per hour, and from here time headway will be 3600 divided by 1200, that is equal to 3 seconds. Yes. Okay, so here time and speed is just to confuse. Next question, one more question. Now this is from delay time. This is very direct formula is there. Yes, the delay time per cycle length per vehicle. Yesterday I discussed this formula. Yes. Okay. So the arrival rate is given. Yes, arrival rate is given. Arrival and service rate. Service rate means the departure rate. Service rate means what? How they are departing, right? Service rate means how they are departing. So this is the arrival rate. This is the departure rate. And then you see red time is given. Green time is given. Cycle length is also given. Okay. Find out the average delay. मिस्टर अनुभव एक ही चीज को बार बार बोलना पड़ेगा क्या? I have to say the same thing again and again. क्या? You cannot listen at one go. When suppose somebody tells you do this, so you need to be told 5 times. Huh? Are you slow person that you need to tell 5 times? Okay, so we'll repeat 5 times here for Mr. Anubhav Singh, because he cannot get the things in one go. He has a habit of 5 times listening the not 5 times. We'll tell this 20 times. We'll count and tell this 20 times. I will write down also. Okay, let us waste time. Because he cannot get it in one time. Now I will keep on writing till the time he doesn't tell that, okay, I understood. Okay, because this class is a personal tuition for Mr. Anubhav Singh. Okay, so once I tell, it's like no. I will not be convinced in one go. I need to be repeated 10 times. Once more. No, now I will tell. Because I am feeling little tired, so I will tell. Okay, 10 times you have to tell again. So whenever they are giving you time mean speed and space mean speed, then take space mean speed. Whenever they are giving you take time mean speed and space mean speed, take space mean speed. Whenever in the question both time mean and space mean speed are given in the question, while you are solving the question for flow and all, take space mean speed. Space mean speed is taken while solving the questions of traffic studies. Okay, space mean speed we have to take when solving questions. Ignore the time mean speed. If both time mean speed and space mean speed are given, yes, then take space mean speed. Yes. Some other language, this class is in English, otherwise I have told in some other language also. Same thing these people want to get repeated. Don't get married. Okay, solve this question. Don't get married and spare that other person 10 times. So see, first of all, when we are solving this question of delay time, we have to check this condition, na? V by S and G by C. So G by C is coming 0.5 and V by S is coming how much? 0.4. So they are not same. So I'll use this formula, right? C by 2, 1 minus G by C whole square divided by 1 minus V by S. So C by 2 is 30. 1 minus G by C is 0.5. So 0.5 square. So 30 into 0.5 square will be 0.25. And then you see here 1 minus V by S is 0.6. So 0.6. I don't need a calculator also. This will be 50. 50 into 0.25 will be 12.5 seconds. Okay. Okay. So now for Mr. Anubhav, I have to repeat it because this class is a personal tuition of Anubhav Singh. So in the examination, okay, in the examination they will give you the vehicle arrival rate V. Okay. Okay. Then they will give you the departure rate. Here they have written another language, that is service rate. Okay. So what you do? First you find out V by S. Here we found out V by S, it was 20 by 50. So 20 by 50, how we solve? You see, 20 by 50. 20 by 50. Tomorrow they will ask that, sir, how it is 20 by 50 is 4. See, you can cut this 0, 2 by 5. 2 by 5 you can do like this. You see, you can take point, then 20. So 5 into 0.4 is 4. So 20, 0. Okay. So this is 0.4. Okay. Now G by C. G by C is what? Green time by your cycle length, right? Okay. So green time is here given 30 and here it is given 60. So sometimes what happens, some people cannot understand in one go. So sometimes it is not visible also. So if you are facing any difficulty in reading the question, then you can change the spectacles also. I'll change the spectacle. Okay, I will demonstrate how to change the spectacle. You can use better power spectacles. Okay. You can change the spectacle. Yes. You can change the spectacle like this. Yes. And by changing the spectacle, now it will be visible. Okay. So it is 30 by 60 and you can solve the question. Rest you can change the spectacle and it will be visible better. Okay. 12.5 seconds. Next question. Okay, this is a type of question which requires aptitude. Yes. Yes, you see, this is a type of question which will not get repeated in the GATE examination. Yes. You see, this is a type of question which will not get repeated in GATE examination. You should be ready that they might frame some different questions based on the concept. Now it is written here, you see, two cars P and Q are moving. Okay. Then what is written? These are the expressions for the distance traveled by the P and Q. Okay. Now within the first 1 hour, the maximum space headway. Maximum space headway. Now space headway is what? It is the distance between the two vehicles. Yes. Okay, it is the distance between the two vehicles. Okay. So now you see P is traveling a distance, suppose from beginning line. Okay. From beginning line, P is traveling a distance. So distance traveled by P is how much? It is given 60 into T. It is giving it what? 60 into T. Okay. Then Q is traveling a distance. Okay. It is 60 into T square. Yes, okay, 60 into T square. Now see, this distance will be less. Why? Because T is an hour and we are seeing within the first hour, right? Within the first hour. So when I am seeing within the first hour means T will be less than 1. Na? T, if I am taking 1 unit as hour, so T will be less than 1 hour. So T is less than 1. Yes. So T square will be less, na? Yes, if it is less than 1 means T square will be less. So here the distance traveled by Q is how much? You see, the distance traveled by Q is here, it is 60 into T square, right? It's 60 into T square. Now what is space headway? Space headway is the gap between them, right? Space headway is the gap between them. So this space headway expression will get how much? Will get 60T minus 60T square, right? Then what they're asking? The maximum space headway. If I want to find out the maximum, what I have to do? ds by dt is equal to 0. So I differentiate it, I'll get 60 minus 120t is equal to 0. So from here, t I will get half an hour. Half an hour means what? 30 minutes, right? Half an hour means 30 minutes. Here you see 30 minutes only, we have two options. Now, time I got 30 minutes. Now I can find out the distance. That will be what? 60 into 0.5. Half hour means 0.5 hour. So 60 into 0.5 will be 30. Then 60 into 0.25 because 0.5 square. So it will be 15. Na? Yeah. So 30 minus 15 will be 15 kilometer. So the right answer is what? 15 kilometer at 30 minutes. Now see this kind of questions. Okay. See this kind of questions. Mr. Anubhav, your language shows your the language shows the your class. Use that language. Huh? Give more. Use more vulgar language. Use more vulgar language. Okay. Show your class. Okay. You show your class and how you are so ready for the GATE exam, because in the GATE exam you would write such vulgar languages. Keep writing. Huh. So what I was telling, that this type of questions you cannot be, you cannot prepare like that. You need to know the definitions. Yes, you need to know the definitions, right? No definitions. Here only one definition was required. What is space headway, right? You should just know what is space headway. Rest you have to apply your what? Aptitude. Yes, let's have to apply your brain, and that nobody can help you. Yes. This type of questions they will ask not only from highway, this type of questions they will ask from other subjects also. Yes. Now to solve this kind of questions, read the question carefully and see what they're asking. Now space headway is the distance between what? Two consecutive vehicles. Rest you have to apply your logic. Now these kind of questions do at the end. Don't waste your time for these questions at the starting of the your question paper. Otherwise it will take lot of time, because these questions are not direct. I deliberately solve this question to tell you that these questions are not direct. Okay, so it will waste your time, not only in highway, in other subjects also. If you are seeing a question which is not straightforward, mark it for review, move to the next question. Don't waste your time. After you have solved all the straightforward questions, yes, then come back to this, and if you have time then solve, otherwise leave the question. Next. Yeah, this question is from the relative flow, right? This question is from relative flow. Please solve this question, very straightforward question. This is the language you use for teachers, na? This is the language you use. Anyhow, you will get to know the results in next 1 month. This language will, bring good results for you in the 1 month. Yeah. Okay. Why it's taking so much time? Very straightforward question. 3, very easy question. Along, against. So along is given how much? 50, right? Now along is what? K into Vs minus V naught, right? And against is what? It is K into Vs plus V naught, because relative speed will be Vs plus V naught, right? So now I can just take the ratio. 50 by 200 will be 1 by 4. Then K will get cancelled. Vs, now see, while traveling alone, V naught is 20. So Vs minus 20. And then against means Vs plus 30, right? Because against 30 along 20. Now we can solve. This will be Vs plus 30 for Vs minus 80. Okay. Then this will be 3 Vs is equal to 110. So Vs will be equal to 110 divided by 3. Yes. 110 divided by 3. Yes. So from here, if I want to find out K, I can put in any one of the equations, right? If I put in, suppose, this equation, so 50 is equal to K, Vs is 110 by 3 minus V naught is 20. So this will give me 60. So this will become 50 by 3. Yes, 50 by 3. So K will be equal to 3. So K will be equal to 3. Yes. Yes. Okay. Next question. Now we will solve some questions from Webster. Okay. Okay. Let us solve this question. Okay. This is solve this question. Webster formula. Very easy questions they are. So in the 7 p.m. session, we will be solving some good question. Now these questions are very easy, but yes, this is PYQ session, so I cannot bring much tough questions because all the questions which are there are very easy. Very easy, straightforward. 0.5, 0.72. 914 by 0.28. 50? Yes, 50 will get 50 seconds. Very straightforward question. You see, 3-phase system is given. Yes. then this is y1, this is y2, and this is y3. So the sum of critical flow ratios will be y1 plus y2 plus y3, will be getting 0.72. Now lost time per phase, what is it written? Total lost time in each it is written, that means it is per phase, it's 2 seconds. So total lost time will be 2 into 3 6 seconds, rest is simple formula. Next question, very easy question. I didn't find any tough questions in this Webster signal design. They're very straightforward, easy questions. Critical flow ratios are given, the total lost time in the cycle. So in the cycle, that means this is the total lost time given, yes. Then they have asked the respective green times rounded to the nearest integer. So here when I want to find out the green time, G1, G2, G3. Now y1, y2, y3 is given. You see G2 and G3 will be same because the y is same. Now I need to find out the cycle length, right? Because they are dependent on the cycle length, right? Cycle length will be 1.5 L plus 5 by 1 minus y. So y will be how much? I will add all of them, 0.5, 0.8. So it will be 1.5 into length. Total loss 10 plus 5 divided by 1 minus this 1 minus 0.8. So 0.2. So 15, 20 by 0.2, 100 seconds. The cycle length is 100 seconds. 20 by 0.2 is 100 seconds. Now when I am finding G1, G1 will be cycle length 100 minus total lost time into 0.3 by 0.8. So this will be 90 into 0.3. So 27 by 0.8. So how much are you getting this? 27 by 0.8, how much are you getting? Very easy question. I am not feeling like solving them also. No challenge. $33.75. So I can take that as 34, but it is written round to the nearest integer. Now G2 and G3 will be same. That will be 100 minus this 90 into 0.25 by 0.8. So we're getting how much? 28.125. So rounding we can do to the nearest is 28. So right answer is what? This. Very straightforward questions, right? If you know the formula, you can easily solve this kind of questions. Yes. In GATE exam, if you have studied all the formulas and solved the 1-2 questions of all the topics now, then you can easily score 60, 70. But the thing is that we have to remember and solve all the type of questions. Now this is another question, easy question again. Yes, solve this. Here you see 4-phase system and the critical length flow rate. Basically that is the normal flow they are given, okay? Because the saturation flow is this. So this is the normal flow. Yes. No matter how much, this is Q1, this is Q2, and this is Q3. Q1, Q2, Q3. Yes, Q1, Q2, Q3. The lost time is given as 4 seconds for each phase. If the cycle length is 60 seconds, yes, the effective green time of the 4th phase means G4 they are asking you. G4 is what? G4 is C minus L Y4 by Y. Now I need to find out the Y4. Now how to find out the Y4? For that I have to find out, you see, your cycle, from cycle length I have to find out this capital Y. Okay, so solve. You solve this. Sorry, you solve this. This was a good question. This is a little good question. See, from cycle length you have to find out the Y. Now Y will be equal to what? Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 plus Y4. Now you see, I can find out Y4 from here because Y1, Y2, Y3 I can find out because this is S1, is equal to S2 is equal to S3 is equal to S4, because it is given same for all the phases, right? So Y1 will be 200 by 1800, Y2 will be 187 by 1800, plus Y3 will be 210 by 1800 plus Y4. So first you have to find out the capital Y from this. Yes, first you have to find out this capital Y from this equation, and then you have to use that and find out Y4. And once you get the Y4, you can find out this. So whenever such questions are asked, suppose some question is asked which is not straightforward, okay, like this, then at least first write down the equations, and from the equations you see that what is missing, okay, and then from the given information try to figure out that which equation I can use to solve, right? So if I solve from here, you see lost time is given 4 seconds per phase, total lost time will be 16. So here 60 will be equal to 1.5 into 16, that will be 24 plus 5, 29 by 1 minus y. So from here I can find out y first. Yes, from here I can find out first y. Let me find out y first. It will be 1 minus 29 by 60, or I can say 31 by 60. So y I am getting 0.517, right? Yes, are you getting this? And then I can find out y4. So 200 plus 187 plus 210 divided by 1800. So y4 I will be getting 0.185 you will be getting, na? 0.185 approximately. Yes. So now I can find out here. Cycle length is 60, total lost time is 16, y4 is 0.185, and then this total y is 0.517. Now these are approximate values. You might be getting slightly different depending on what approximations you have done. So that is fine. Into 44. So you're getting 15.75 approximately. 15.75 seconds. Now this was a good question. Right? Yes, this was a good question. Okay. I'll give some marks to GATE for putting some question at least. But again, you see, you need to write down the formula properly and see what are missing here. Yes. See, whenever you're reading a big question, suppose you're reading a big question, getting confused that what to do, what not to do. First of all, what you should do, read the question and first see that what is the question. The question is what? If you see this question, there were so many things. What was the question? Question was find out the green time of the fourth phase. That means what? They are asking G4, right? So you read the question that they are asking you G4. Then write down the formula of G4. G4 formula is what? C minus L, yes, Y4 by Y. You wrote the formula for this. Then search from the given information. If you see the question, you will see that C is given 60. Yes, L is given how? It is given 4 seconds per phase. So 4 into 4, 16. Now you need these two, right? And you know this equation also. 1.5 L plus 5, 1 minus Y. So now you see, you know C, you know L. So you can find out Y from here. Now you know that Y is also equal to Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 plus Y4. Yes. So you need Y4. Information is given for Y1, Y2, Y3. You have found out Y. So you can find out Y4 and then use this and solve this equation. So whenever such questions are asked, not only in highway, for any subject, always go reverse. Always go reverse. Sometimes what happens, we read the question and we are frightened or we are confused. Okay, so don't do over analysis. Just see the question what they are asking. In this question, they have asked green time for fourth phase. Write the formula for that and then search the different I can say variables in the formula from the question. It is like reversing, I can say. Yes, it is like reversing. Okay. Instead of reading the whole question and getting depressed and and confused, better is what? Go reverse. Read the question. Always I do this only. Any question you see, I do always this only. I do always this. Any question, suppose, let me go to little like this question. Yes, suppose average delay time. Average delay time. I directly go to the end of the question. I directly go to the end of the question. Okay, the question is average delay time per vehicle. Okay, then I write down the formula and then I search the different variables of the formula from the question. I do this. I never go read whole the entire question. Okay, I don't do this entire question. Or suppose I am seeing a long question. Let me see a long question. Okay, normally people get confused in the long question. Now suppose this is a long question, right? Big long question. Yes. So when there is a long question, directly go what they are asking. Yes. Okay. Design length of the summit curve. That means they are asking you find out the length of the summit curve. Okay. So I need what? The equation is this. Yes, the equation is this. Then I will start searching in the question. Okay. N is 3. This is 3. So N is 0.08. Okay. Found out. Okay. SSD is not given. Okay. So reaction time is given. F is given. Okay. They have to find out using this. Okay. Slight distance. Then I will see that, okay, this is also given. This is also given. That means I cannot use 4.4. So I have to go for the original equation. Yes. Yes. So go reverse. I go reverse. I don't go like this. I don't go top to bottom. I go from bottom to top. That is better approach to solve questions in competitive exam. It, first of all, you don't feel frightened. And then it is clear that what is asked in the question. So you start searching the different variables which is given in the question and in the required formula. Yes. So this is reverse approach. Always do this. Always do this. Suppose another long question. Suppose this question. What is given? So many things are given. Again, you are feeling depressed. Arey, what is given? So directly go to the last. The difference in height of PVC and PVI. So the difference in height of PVC and PVI. Yes, you know na. You know the formula, right? For PVC and PVI, this height difference is N1 L by 2. So that means I have to search N1, I have to search L. Length is given, N1 is given, question solved. Yes, don't waste time, okay? Go bottom to top. Now, then you see that suppose length was not given in this question. Then you need length also. Then you will find out L is equal to NS square by 4.4. It is like reverse approach. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Suppose in this question, okay, you know that I have to find N1 L by 2. So in the question you start searching, you got N1, but you didn't get L. That means you now have to find out what? L by NS square by 4.4. So you have to start searching N. You have to start searching the side distance. Suppose side distance is not given. Then you have to find out using this formula. Then start searching for V, start searching for T, start searching for F. Yes. So do this. Otherwise, you start reading the question and you start reading the question like this. La, 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 la. When you start reading the question, it is like, you feel you have infinite time. No, you don't have time. Okay. So always go reverse. Means we can say you mean business, right? It is like business. I am here to solve the question. Yes, I am here to solve the question. So when I am solving the question, first thing is what? First thing is, what is the question? Right? When you are solving, the first thing is what? What is the question? Yes. So go directly to the bottom of the question and see what is the question. That's it. And then go bottom to top. This will save you lot of time. First, it will save you time. Second, it also makes you less confused. Yes. It also makes you less confused. Otherwise, what happens na? In the language of the question, so much of time is wasted. Now solve this very easy question. Solve this easy question. As I told yesterday that in aggregate testing and bitumen testing, they ask you this thing. Test and property tested. This is their favorite thing. Very easy question. Resistance to impact is toughness. Resistance to wear means wear and tear means abrasion. Na? So hardness. Weathering action, soundness. Crushing is strength. So 3, 1, 4, 2. See, even if you don't know all of them, suppose it's a match the following. See, suppose it's a match the following. Even if you know 2 also, then also you can answer, right? Suppose you are getting confused for wear, suppose. You know for sure that P is 3 and you know for sure that R is 4. So you can see that only this option is there, right? So like that also you can do, right? If you are confused in one of this, then also it is fine. Yes, if you know the other things. Okay. Suppose suppose somebody don't know about this wear and crushing, still he or she will be able to answer, right? Yes. So if you don't know one, don't get confused, don't worry. You will be able to crack this. Okay. Now see, let us approach this question the same way which I told. Now, so many things are given. Na? Don't read top to bottom. Read from bottom to top. Okay. Now see, if I am reading this, I am solving this question. First I will see, okay, what is the question? The question is percentage air voids in the mix. So I'll write down the formula for this. 1 minus Gm by GTH into 100. Yes, then I will search in the question these two terms. Now see, the bulk specific gravity of the mix is given. Okay, so I got my Gm, right? I got my Gm. Now GTH is not given, but GTH formula we know, summation of weight by G. Yes. Now I will see in the formula, okay, we have 260 gram of coarse aggregate and 240 gram of fine aggregate. Specific gravity of coarse aggregate is given 2.6. Specific gravity of fine aggregate given 2.4. Now bitumen they have not given, so we can't do anything. So if something is missing, we have to ignore it. See here, bitumen is not given. Weight of bitumen, specific gravity of bitumen is not given, so we have to ignore it. We can't do anything, right? So first is 260. Second is 240. Divide by first 260 specific gravity is how much? 2.6. So divide by 2.6. 240 specific gravity is 2.4. So 2.4. So this is 100, 100, 200. So 500 by 500. No. 500 by 200. 2.5 I am getting the theoretical specific gravity, right? Theoretical specific gravity. So 1 minus Gm is your 2.3 and GTH is 2.5. So I'll get 40 into 0.2, that is 8%. So reverse approach, see, so much time is saved, right? Otherwise this happens, yes or no? When you start reading question from here, then you start reading like, there is a lot of time. We should read like this. It's like business. Exam means business. Okay? Means business. Okay. Find the air words. Okay. Air words formula is this. So GM is this. Okay. Given. Okay. GTH. I know the formula given. Find out. Same thing. Let us do again in this question. See, again you read this question. So many things are given, right? So many things are given. So I directly go to the end. The void filled with bitumen in the Marshall mix. Okay. So I have to find out VFB. VFB formula is what? VB percentage by VMA. VMA is what? VB plus your air voids and bitumen voids. Now I have to find out this. If I want to find out this air voids, okay, if I want to find out the air voids, I need the formula what? 1 minus GM by, have they given? No, they have not given. So GM by GTH into 100. Then I will search in the question. Is GM given? Bulk specific gravity of the mix is given 2.324. This is GM. Theoretical maximum specific gravity is given 2.441. Okay, so I search them. So 1 minus 2.324 divided by 2.441 into 100. So how much I am getting this? Tell me. How much air voids I am getting? How much air voids I am getting? How much air voids I am getting? 4.79 I am getting. Okay, so air voids I am getting 4.79. Okay, so now you see this is done. So one part is done. I just need this percentage bitumen, right? Now for that I will write down the formula for percentage bitumen. What is percentage bitumen? Percentage bitumen is equal to weight of bitumen by total weight, okay, into GM by GB into 100. Now see in the question, GM is given 2.324. Then GB is given, you see, this is GB, specific gravity of bitumen. Yes. Then what is given? Sample includes 5% of bitumen by total weight of mix. See, I need this. Okay, so these two are not given in the question. But what is given? That the sample includes 5% bitumen. That means the content of bitumen weight wise is how much? 5%. So this is nothing but, you see, weight of bitumen by total weight into 100. This is given 5, na? Yes, this is given 5. The sample includes 5% of bitumen by total weight of mix. Means what? Weight of bitumen by total weight of the mix into 100 is 5. So this is given 5. So I can find out this 5 into GM is 2.324 and then GB is 1.1. So how much I am getting this? Tell me how much I am getting this percentage bitumen? 10.56. Now question over, game over. So this will be 10.56 plus 4.79 plus 10.56. How much you are getting? $68.8 you are getting. It is done. Okay, I have not mentioned here. So 68.8 you are getting. Reverse approach. Read the question bottom, start searching for the things in the question. Okay, it will save a lot of time. Now see here, the specific gravity of aggregates are given. That has no use here, so it is just waste of time. Just waste of time. Okay, not required. Okay, next question. Now this is very straightforward. Tell me, very straightforward. Theoretical question. Yesterday I told that you should remember all the curves. Theoretically possible correct graphs means which are the correct graphs? Indirectly they are asking you. If you know the formulas properly, if you know each and every term, you can search from the question and solve very fast. And therefore we are doing practice, right? If you have done practice, then formula will come to your mind very fast. B, see, stability value, this is correct. We get a curve like this. Flow increases, deformation increases, so this is also correct. Voids filled with bitumen, when you are increasing bitumen, the voids filled with bitumen will increase, na? So this is wrong. Air voids will decrease obviously. So the right are PQS. So option B. PQS, that means option B. Next question. Straightforward question, very straightforward question. The standard axle load is given 8 ton. Yes. Now for an axle load of 15 ton, the vehicle damage factor. I have told that whenever they are mentioning only one axle data, the vehicle damage factor will be equal to EALF, that is equal to axle load by standard axle load to the power 4. So how much you will get? 15 by 8 to the power 4. Very straightforward question. 12.36 you are getting, right? See, actually the standard axle load is not 8 ton. Actually it comes 8.2 tons, right? Actually it is 8.2 tons, but in the question they have given 8 tons, so we have to use 8 tons. Yes, in the question it is given 8 tons, therefore you have to use 8 tons. If nothing was given in the question, okay, suppose this was not mentioned, only it is mentioned that for an axle load of 15 ton, find the vehicle damage factor, then the answer would have been 15 by 8.2 to the power 4. Okay, it is actually 8.2. Yes, but in the question they have mentioned 8, so we have to take it 8. Yes, suppose you know that standard axle load is 80 kilonewton. You know that, right? For single axle dual wheel. But suppose in the question they are writing standard axle load is 90 kilonewton. Then we have to take 90 kilonewton. Understood what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that whatever standard axle load you have studied, like 65, 80, 148, 224, yes, all those standard axle load you have to take if nothing is mentioned in the question. If suppose they write something else, suppose instead of 80 kilonewton they are writing that standard axle load is 100, you have to take 100. Yes, suppose tomorrow they are writing tandem axle, standard axle load is 165, you have to take 165. Yes, because that is given in the question. Okay, you have to remember the table because many times they don't give that also. But if they mention something else apart from the table, then you have to take that value. Next question. Now this is a BE question 2024. Yes, solve this question. Again we have to go to the end of the question. Don't waste time. Okay, go to the end of the question. The cumulative standard axles means what? Design traffic they're asking in MSA. So in that they're asking you design traffic. So write down the formula. Write down the formula. Formula is what? 365 A 1 plus R to the power n minus 1 by R vehicle damage factor land distribution factor divided by 10 to the power 6. Now we will start searching. What is given? See, average growth is given 4%. So R we got 0.04. Okay. Now design life we also got. Yes, N we got the design life. So here we got the R, we got the N. Yes, we got the R, we got the N. Right. Now in the equation, nothing is mentioned about the roads. You see, nothing is mentioned with which type of road. So nothing is mentioned. When nothing is mentioned, we'll take that as single lane, single carriageway. Nothing is mentioned in the question that it is which type of road. Nothing is mentioned. Nowhere it is mentioned. Right. So I will take single lane, single carriageway. So land distribution factor will be 1. Now comes to the vehicle damage factor. What is given? Average rear axle load is given 1200. Right? That means they have given the axle load data. Yes, only single axle, only one axle data they have given. Right? So in this case, vehicle damage factor is equal to ELF. Right? That is equal to your axle load by standard axle load to the power 4. So this will be, you see, 12,000. Now they have mentioned the standard axle load also here, 8160. Yes. So we'll take that value. How much I'm getting this? Tell me. F, vehicle damage factor, how much you're getting? Tell me. How much is the vehicle damage factor you're getting? 4.676. I'm getting 4.676. right? Now I got my F also, right? I got my F also. I need A. A formula is what? P1 plus R to the power X. Now R we already know, X we know. It is written construction period is 5 years. So X is 5. Yes. Now P also we know. See, nothing is mentioned here. Number of commercial vehicles 800 is given. So that means directly I have to take P, because I have assumed if nothing is mentioned means it is single lane, single carriageway. Nothing is mentioned means it is single lane, single carriageway, and in single lane, single carriageway we take the total traffic as P, right? So 800 we will take 800 commercial vehicles per day. So this will take 800. So 800 1.04 to the power 5, and then you can put here, put all the values and give me the design life. The design life means design traffic. So reverse approach. Always do reverse approach, right? Always do reverse approach. See what is asked in the question and search for the different parameters from the question itself. Okay, that is smart way. It saves time. It really saves your time. Yes. So now in the next 20 days you have, make this habit. Read question, go to the bottom, see what is asked, and then start searching for the different, like here I saw this, okay, I need this. So I wrote the formula. I start searching for the things. Next question. Now this is a question. Now again, so many things are given. So go to the bottom. What is asked? Equivalent standard axle load repetitions means what? ESAL. Yes. Now ESEL is what? It is summation of frequency into EALF, right? Yes. Now I have to see the question. Now I have to search frequency and then weight, because EALF is what? EALF is weight by standard axle load, right? Now here nowhere it is mentioned about the type of axle. So when nowhere it is mentioned type of axle, so I'll take the standard axle load as 80 kilonewton. Now I need this weight of axles. Now see here, 40 is given and 80 is given, right? So these are two weights are given. I need frequency. So I'll draw the table here. So we have 40 kilonewton weight of axle and we have 80 kilonewton. So I need the frequency. Then only I can find out your EALF, and then I can take N into EALF and then take the summation and find out the ESAL, right? So what I will do, I will take the frequency. How I will find out the frequency? We have 80 buses and each bus has 2 axles, yes, and both are 40, right? So 80 buses means 2 axles, means how many axles in 80 buses? 160 axles, na? Yes, 80 buses have 160 axles and all are having 40. So frequency for 40 is 160 from buses. Now we'll go to the trucks. Now trucks we have 160 and both of them have, all the trucks have 2 axles. But the front axle is 40 and the rear axle is 80, right? So 160 trucks are there. So 160 trucks means 160 front axles. So 160 40 kilonewton. So 160 plus 160. Then for 80, 160 are there. So 160. Or I can draw like this also if I want to find out, very easy. Suppose this is a bus. Yes, bus. Bus how many are there? Bus 180, total 80 are there, right? Bus 80 are there. Now for bus, suppose this is the front one. Suppose this is the front, this is the front, okay, front, and this is the rear. So this is also 40 kilonewton and this is also 40 kilonewton. So now let me draw the truck. So truck one front, one rear. So front one is 40 kilonewton and rear one is 80 kilonewton, right? And total 160 are there, 20 trucks are there. So 40, how many are there? 160 from here and then 2 into 80. So 160 plus 160, that is equal to 320, right? That is equal to 320, right? Yes, total 320. And for 80, only 160 are there. So 160. Very easy. Understood? Now I can directly find out ELF will be what? W by 40 by 80 to the power 4. So it will be 1 by 16. And here it is W by WS to the power 4. This is 1. So 1 by 16 into 320 will give me 20. And 1 into 160 will give me 160. So when I take the summation, ESAL is equal to 180. Easy? Understood? Option C. So if they ask you such question, again the reverse thing helps, right? Again the reverse method helps, right? Reverse method helps a lot. I was supposed to find out ESL. I wrote the formula and I started searching for the frequency and ELF. For ELF, I need what? Front axle load, nothing is given. I took 80 and axle loads were given. I just need to find out the frequencies. Game over. Next question. Now this is question from your rigid payment. Rigid payment, very less questions are asked. And I told that you should at least see these 4 things. Which 4 things? L, K. Will not have a break. We will complete this. Okay, all we have, I think, only 5-6 questions are left. So we'll complete everything. Okay, then you can take a break of 2 hours and then we can have session at 7 p.m. So now we'll not have any break. So here what is asked? The ratio of the radius of relative stiffness. So if you want to solve this question, relative stiffness, you need to just know the formula, right? You see there are 2 payments, P and Q payments are given. If I want to find out the ratio of the relative stiffness, it is the relative stiffness of radius relative stiffness of P and then for Q. Now what is the formula? The formula is EH cube by 12K 1 minus mu square. You know, just you need to know the formula. So I'll do this for P and then do this for your Q. Now see, you have to compare both of them. You see, they have same E. You see, they have same E. They have same E means this and this get cancelled, right? They have same Poisson's ratio. You see, same Poisson's ratio, right? Same Poisson's ratio means this and this get cancelled, right? 12 and 12 anyhow get cancelled. Now coming to thickness, P has H and this has 0.5 H. So here it will be H cube. This will be how much? 0.5 H cube, na? So I can say 0.5 cube and H cube. So now this H cube get cancelled. Now coming to K, P has K and Q has 2K. So this is K, this is 2K, right? If this is K, this is 2K. So again K get cancelled, only 2 is remaining. Now see, now if I solve this 2 is below, this 2 go up. So 2 by 0.5 cube and then 1 by 4, right? 2 by 0.5 cube. So this will be how much? 0.5 cube will be 0.125. So 2 by 0.125 will be no. Or I can take this as 1 by 2 also. Na? This is 1 by 2 means I can take this as 0.54. 1 by 0.54. Yeah. So when I take the 4th power root, so it will become 1 by 0.5. That is equal to 2 I will get. 2 I will get, right? So see, very easy question, right? Very easy question. But you need to know the formula, right? Yes. See, if you don't remember the formula, if you don't remember the formula, you see so many formulas are there. That GATE is one of the easiest exam in the country. The only difficulty about the GATE is it is vast. So many formulas are there. Yes, that is the difficulty. And if you want to score good in GATE, You need to remember all the formulas. That is tough. Remembering all the formulas is tough. Yes, that is the tough part of GATE. The tough part of GATE is formulas are easy, but they are vast. So many formulas are there of all the subjects and all. And the best way to remember formulas is two things. One is solve questions. When you solve questions, your formula will get automatically revised. Second is to write down what? Write down the formulas. Don't see the formulas. Okay, suppose you're revising a subject. Don't just see the formulas and you think that, okay, my revision is done. No. You see the formulas of that particular subject and then write down all the formulas without seeing. If you do these two things, solving questions, writing down the formulas, then you can easily get good score. But this has to be done. Otherwise, you see this question is not difficult, right? Very easy. But if you don't remember the formula, gone case. Next question. Now this question is from Railway, asked last year. Okay. So again, big question. Directly we go to the bottom, right? Big question, go to the bottom. Equilibrium 𝐿. They have asked the equilibrium 𝐿. Equilibrium 𝐿 means what? Equilibrium 𝐿 formula is what? G equilibrium speed square divided by 127R. So see what is asked, write down the formula. Now search for the different variables of the formula. It is given broad gauge. So G I will take 1750 mm. Okay, I will again repeat this thing many times I have told, but still students don't remember. This G is dynamic gauge. So when I am finding 𝐿, I will use dynamic gauge. Don't use 1676. Okay, some old books or some other teacher might be using 1676 or some great coaching institute might be using 1676. That is wrong. When I am finding 𝐿, I will use the dynamic gauge, which is 1750. Don't use this. Okay. Now G I have got. R I need. R is given. You see, radius of the curve is given. So R is given. Now I need the equilibrium speed. Now see, these are what? The number and speeds, right? Numbers and speeds. We know the formula for equilibrium speed, right? What is the equilibrium speed formula? Summation of NV by summation of N. Now these are the N, yes, and these are the speeds. So first we have to find out the equilibrium speed. It will be 20 into 40, 800 plus 15 into 50, 750 plus 12 into 60, 720 plus 8 into 70, 560 plus 3 into 80, 240 divided by total number of trains. So 35, 47, 55, 58. What is the equilibrium speed you are getting? Tell me. What is the equilibrium speed you are getting? Tell me. First tell me the equilibrium speed. First tell me the equilibrium speed. First tell me the equilibrium speed. 52.93 you are getting equilibrium speed. No. You are getting 52? 52.93 you are getting. Okay. Rest is you have to just put it here. Okay. Now put this equation. Okay. 1750 into 59.23 divided by 127 divided by 437. So when you find out this, you will be getting, since this is in mm and they have asked also the 𝐿 in mm, right? So if you put this, you will be getting 88.34. Okay. So again, very easy question. Yes. But read the question carefully from top to bottom, bottom to top, bottom to top. Okay. Okay. 52.93. Sorry. 52.93. Sorry. 52.93. Okay. Very good. Next question. Again, bottom to top. Again, bottom to top. Maximum restricted speed means maximum allowable speed they are asking, right? Maximum allowable speed round up to nearest integer. See, this you can do in two ways. One way is directly you can use the formula. The formula goes like this. For BG track it is 0.27 root R the 𝐾𝐻 efficiency plus the actual 𝐾𝐻. If you use the formula, you'll get the answer. Okay, so it is 0.27 root R. R is given 1080. So R you will use in meter. See, in this formula, this you will get in kmph, this is in meter, this is in mm, and this is in mm. Now the actual 𝐾𝐻 is given what? You see what is given? It is given that the curve is designed and constructed for an equilibrium speed of 70. Yes, and we know that actual 𝐾𝐻 is what? Actual 𝐾𝐻 is the equilibrium 𝐾𝐻. So that is equal to G equilibrium speed square divided by 127R, because the actual 𝐾𝐻 is the provided 𝐾𝐻, right? Provided 𝐾𝐻 means the actual 𝐾𝐻 or the equilibrium 𝐾𝐻, right? So this is equal to, now this is which curve? Given which curve? Broad gauge given, yes. So 1750 into equilibrium speed is given 70 divided by 127, R is given 1080. So how much you are getting this actual 𝐾𝐻? Tell me. How much you are getting actual 𝐾𝐻? How much you are getting actual 𝐾𝐻? How much you are getting actual 𝐾𝐻? 62.51 you are getting. Okay, 62.51 mm. Okay, so here 62.51, right? Actual 𝐾𝐻 is 62.51. Now the 𝐾𝐻 efficiency, we take maximum 𝐾𝐻 efficiency for allowable speed, and the maximum 𝐾𝐻 efficiency is given 10 centimeter, but here I will take in mm, so 100 mm. Okay, 100 mm. Now you can find out this, how much you are getting. Very easy, very easy, very easy. If you know this formula, you can easily solve the question. Very easy. $113.11 written round up to nearest integer. So 113 I can do. It is written round up to nearest integer, so 113 I can write down, right? Nearest integer, right? Now suppose you are not remembering this formula, then you know the concept. If you don't remember the formula, you know the concept that for maximum speed, the 𝐾𝐻 efficiency is the maximum 𝐾𝐻 efficiency. Yes, and 𝐾𝐻 efficiency is what? The theoretical 𝐾𝐻 for that particular train traveling at maximum speed minus the actual 𝐾𝐻, right? Now this is what? This is actually G V max square divided by 127R, and this is G V equilibrium square by 127R, right? And this you got how much? This you got 62.51. This you got 62.51 or 52, whatever, right? So from here you can take that side, your G Vmax square by 127R is equal to 100 plus this 162.52, right? Now see, you know radius as 1080, you know G as 1750, so you can find out Vmax. So from here also, if you find Vmax, you will get the same value of 113 approximately kilometer per hour. Yes, yes, you're getting 112.86. It is written down to the nearest integer, so 113 will be the answer. So either you solve like this or directly put the formula. Anyhow, this formula is coming from that concept only. Okay, so if this formula is there, directly you can apply, or from that concept also you can solve. Next question. Very straightforward question. Why they have given 2 mark, God knows. Directly go to the end. Airport reference temperature, TA is equal to T average plus Tm minus T average. Okay, divided by 3. If you are not able to identify which is Tm, which is T average, very simple, Tm will be always greater than the T average. You see, 2 temperatures are given here. 148 is given, 129 is given. So obviously this is T average and this is Tm. Without reading the question also, you can understand that this is T average, this is Tm. So this will be 39 plus 48. 48 minus 39 divided by 3. 39 by 3 is 42 degrees centigrade. I don't know why they have given this 2-mark question. Okay. It's okay. Some great person did this. Okay. Now this question we'll solve. Then we'll solve the last one, effective gradient one. Now this is a grand question of 2 marks where they have asked you to find out the corrected runway length, but it is written for temperature. So directly go to the end. So corrected length of the runway for temperature. For temperature means I will stop in temperature. I will not go to the gradient thing. Yes. I'll stop at temperature. I'll not go into the gradient thing. Yes. So temperature means it is sequential. So first I have to do elevation and then temperature. If the right temperature doesn't mean only temperature. If the right temperature means elevation, then temperature. If the right gradient means elevation, temperature, then gradient. Yes. So now here temperature means you have to stop at temperature. You have to go to the gradient. Okay. So here many things are given. Okay. Elevation. Okay. Airport reference temperature directly they have given. Okay. TA. Okay. Now elevation is given. So first I have to find out the elevation correction. Elevation correction will be equal to 7 by 300 into 535. How much are you getting? Tell me. This elevation correction, how much are you getting? Elevation correction, how much are you getting? Then standard temperature will be 15 minus 6.5 into elevation in kilometer. Elevation in kilometer will be 0.535 kilometer. So first give me this elevation correction, 12.48. I am getting elevation correction as 12.48%. And what is standard temperature you are getting? Standard temperature. Standard temperature, how much you are getting? TS, 15 minus 6.5 into the elevation in kilometer also you can do. 11.5225. 11.5225. Now the temperature correction will be equal to rise in temperature. Rise in temperature is what? TS minus TA, sorry, TA minus TS. TA minus TS percentage. So this will be, you see, TA is already given to you. 22.65 minus 22.65 minus this one you got, right? We can do a round up also, na? 22.65, let me round it to 11.52. So I will get about 11.13, na? 11.13% approximately, na? 11.13% approximately, right? Temperature correction. Are you getting this? Okay, 11.13. Okay, 11.13. Now the basic runway length is given how much? The basic runway length is given. Where is the runway length? For standard condition, this is basic. So 2000. So when I find out now the corrected for temperature, it will be, you see, the basic runway length is how much? It is 2000. You see what I can do? 2000. Then you see 1 plus this by 100. So I can say 1 plus point, means this I can do 1.1248, na? Yes. And then for this 1.1113. So if you do like this, you will save time, na? If you do like this, you will save time. How much are you getting this? 2500 you are getting, na? Yes. How I wrote this formula? Very easy. This is nothing but, you see, 2000 into 1 plus this correction 12.48 divided by 100. Yes. Then this correction 1 plus 11.13 divided by 100. Yes. Now here your mistake, students might do mistake that They have written temperature means they did for temperature. That will be wrong, right? If they are doing for temperature, they might be getting close to this value, na? If you do that for temperature, you will be getting this value, na? Only temperature if you do. That will be wrong. Now, if you do for gradient, then you will get this value. Yes, this is also wrong, right? Yes. See, if I do only for temperature, it will be how much? 2000 into 1.1113. So this is close to this value, na? If I am doing only for temperature, so they have given an option so that you commit the mistake. Yes, they have given an option to commit the mistake. So this is wrong. Temperature means you have to do for temperature and for your elevation also. Now, if somebody didn't see the question properly and did correction for gradient also. So for gradient also, if they do, the gradient is given 20%, so correction will be, gradient is given 1%, so correction will be 20%. So 20% correction means already I have got 2500. I have to do again 1.2. So how much I will be getting here? No, I will be getting 3000 here, na? I will be getting 3000 here, na? If I do, that option is not given to confuse you. This would have given that option. This would have given. This will get, I think 3000 you will get. So this option is not given. Okay. Okay. So understood this question, very good question. Now the another last thing which is asked in the gate from your airport, and you should be solving that, knowing how to solve. 2 times they have asked in last 5 years. Okay. Last 5 years, 2 times they have asked to find out the effective gradient, because if you find out the effective gradient, then you can find out what? The gradient correction. So this is the last question for the day, not for the day, for this session. So I have tried to cover many of the portions. 7 p.m. you will solve. I will solve after you. And those questions are not previous year questions. Okay. So how to solve this kind of questions and how to, solve it without error? Very easy. How to do this? See, this is the gradient given. Okay. This is the gradient given. Suppose the gradient I am writing as small n percentage. So you see, suppose this is x distance and this is y, right? And this line has a slope of n percentage. Then we know that tan theta is equal to y by x, right? Slope is what? Tan theta is equal to y by x. We also know that tan theta is equal to what? 0.01 n. Yes, we also know that tan theta is y by x, that is equal to 0.01 n, right? That is slope. Yes, slope is n percentage. N percentage means what? N by 100 is what? This one. Yes. So from here I can say y is equal to 0.01 n into x. And this y is what? When you are going from one point to other point, this y is the rise or fall, right? If it is a negative gradient, I will get a rise. If it is positive gradient, I will get a fall. So I can say this is the change in height, na? This is the change in height or elevation, right? This is the change in height, right? So whenever they are giving you such a thing, you do also in table. You write down this y. Write down y. Y is equal to how much? What is the equation here? 0.01 n into x. So this is the n given. This is the n given. And you can find out the x from here. How can find out this x? Horizontal distance, you see, 0 to 300. Horizontal distance will be 300. 300 to 600. Horizontal distance will be 300. 600 to 1100. Horizontal distance will be 500. 1100 to 1400. 300. 1400 to 1700. 300. Now I can find out the change in height or change in elevation when I'm going from one point to other point. How can I find out? You see it is 1.2, n is 1.2, right? N is 1.2. So I can put here 0.01 into n into x. So how much you will get? You will get 3 into 1.2. You will get the change in height as how much? 3.6 meter, na? Plus 3.6 meter. You will get plus 3.6 meter, right? Then here you will get what? Minus 0.7 into 300 into 0.01. You will get how much? Minus 2.1 meter, na? Then for this you will get how much? 0.6 into 500 into 0.01. You will get plus 3 meter na? Yes. Then 300 into minus 0.8 into 0.01. You will get minus 2.4 meter na? Yes. Then 300 into 0.01 into 1. You will get minus 3, right? Everybody understood how I am finding this y? How I am finding this y? Everybody understood or not? Yes. How I am finding this y? Very easy, very easy. Once you get your y na, what you do? You assume the first point. Suppose assume the first point having 0 elevation. Any elevation you assume. You can assume 0 elevation, 100 meter, whatever you can assume. Assume anything. Suppose I am assuming 0 meter. Yes. So what will be the next elevations? Next change in height is 3 point plus 0.3.6. So next will be 0. Mean next one will be how much? Plus 3.6. So next will be 3.6 meter. After that you see minus 2.1. So it will become how much? 3.6 minus 2.1. It will become 1.5 meter. Yes. Then next is again plus 3. So it will become how much? 4.5 meter. Next one. Then minus 2.4. So it will become what? It will become 2.1 meter. Minus 2.4. And then minus 3. It will become what? Minus 0.7 meter. So now you see out of all this, the highest point is this, the lowest point is this. So effective gradient will be equal to, see this you can take 0 or 100 or 10, anything you want. See, you take anything you want. What will happen? This will change, but this difference will be same. Now this will still come the highest point, this will still come the lowest point, right? Suppose I am taking this as, suppose I am taking this first as 10 meter, suppose. Like next one will be what? Next one will be 13.6. Next one will be what? 11.5. Next one will be 14.5. Right? Next one will be 12.1. Next one will be how much? Next one will be 12.1 minus 3. So sorry. I did mistake. So first one will be 13.6. Sorry. Then minus 2.1. Minus 2.1 means 11.5. Sorry. Then next one will be correct only. I did correct only. Plus 3. Then minus 2.4, so 12.1, then 9.3. So again this one will be the highest, this one will be the lowest, and the difference will come same only, right? The difference will be same only, right? You see, when I am taking the difference, effective gradient, the difference will be how much? Highest point minus lowest point. So you are getting how much? This difference you are getting 5.2. You will take the difference here also, difference will be 5.2. But okay, last one is minus 9. How? Okay, minus 3 na? Okay, sorry. Then this is minus 0.9. Minus 0.9 meter. And this will be how much? 12.1 minus 2.2 minus 3. So 9.1 na? This will be 9.1. Okay. So you take the difference, you will be getting same 5.4 only the difference, right? Yes. So if you take the difference, you will get the difference as 5.4 only, right? This difference is 5.4 only, right? So either you take this 0, 10, 20, 100, anything, doesn't matter. Okay. So I start with 0. 0 is better, right? Okay. So divide by the basic runway length is given how much? Okay. We have to take the total length na. Total length is 0 to 1700. Total length is 1700, right? Total length is 1700. So divide by 1700. How much I am getting this? Into 100. So 5.4 into 100 divided by 1700. How much I am getting? What is the effective gradient you are getting? Round to 2 decimal places it is given, so I can write down 0.32 percentage. It is given round to 2 decimal places, so I can do 0.32. Yes. So whenever they ask you a question like this, on effective gradient, do this. Very systematically you will be able to solve the question. Okay, do this. This is the change in height. Formula is what? 0.01 into n. The gradient will be given into x. X how to find out? I just told you. So once you get the change in height, then you can do like this. Very easy. See, some books might be telling a different manner. This I find as easy method to solve. Okay, thank you very much. We covered almost many topics for your GATE exam. Yes, we have covered many topics. So more questions will be solving at 7 p.m. So, and the link I will be sending you in this group for that session also. So please join this group and I will send the thing also. Okay, so keep solving. Okay, keep solving. So we'll meet at 7 p.m. today. Okay, link I'll send in this, and that will be purely practice questions, so that we'll have polls also. I'll give you time to solve. This I was explaining to you. Yes, this I was explaining to you because yesterday, today I was explaining to you. So 7 p.m. session you will solve for me, and then I will solve for you. Okay, thank you very much. Time to change the spectacles.